Dave is getting a new 160 meter antenna today. Here Dave is showing Sid what the old 160 meter antenna looks like, and the SWR isn't that good. Sid brought out the new antenna and is going to install it. The old antenna is on the first tower, and it's right here. So that's going to be taken down and replaced. Here's the helpers. Bridget's in front, then Huckleberry, and then Dakota. Here's the antenna that Sid brought out, and it's going to be hoisted up with a cord, and you can see what type of wire was used. Now the antenna ends are going to be pulled up into the trees, and where Sid is now, that's going to be a tree beyond that fence. And here they're pulling down the old antenna, and now they're getting ready to pull up the new antenna, and that part is now complete when they get it up to the top. Now comes the fun part. Sid is going to shoot a weighted plug, and to that plug is attached some fishing line, and then that fishing line is going to be attached to this cord that's in the lower right, and of course that's going to be pulled up, and that cord is going to be attached to the end of the antenna, and then they can pull up the antenna and then tie it off. Now I asked Sid how much pressure he uses, and he says it depends on how high he wants to shoot the thing. He says 40 feet, 40 psi, 60 feet, 60 psi.
I had the same whim.
This is at the other end of the antenna, and you can see that they're pulling that cord up, and of course they'll attach the other end of the antenna to it and pull it up into the trees.
I'm curious where the center was. That's a nice amp. God, it's amazing, isn't it?
That's 1.26.
1.2. Hey, drop down a little bit and see where it is. I think we went to, I think 1900 is the flat resonant. I want to see the lowest point. Oh, 1.2.
You're right.
So 1900 or 1896 the lowest.
That's a 1.13 at 1900. That's
Roll down a little bit. I want to see the lowest SWR. I think it's 1896, I believe.
Now Dave is looking at the antenna, looking at the SWR, and it's pretty good.
So 06, 1892, I think.
1890. That's fine with me. This thing's got a tuner that'll tune that does.
Where were we resonant at before that? When at 1885
or 1880 something.
So I moved it 7. We could move it up some if we move another. If we go another 6 inches.
Yeah, should be right on.
That'd put it at 19. Whatever 19.
Well, let's do it.
But they decided that it could be better, so they went outside and shortened the antenna at both ends, and then came back in and looked at it again, and then went back out and shortened it some more at both ends, a little over 6 inches at each end.
Okay, The 1900 is the minimum, and it's a 1.04.
Oh gosh, 1.04.
Oh, we went down a little bit.
Huh?
1.04.
04.
06 was the lowest we had before.
04, yeah. Or 07.
06.
So 04.
The lower end is at a 1.5 as far as 1860, and the upper end at a 1.5 is 1830.
It's 70. 70 KC.
So about as good as you can ask for.
70 KC.
There you go.
Well, 1.5 to
Done deal.
1.5. And it's 1.04. It's 1900. Wow.
The end result is an SWR of 1.04, which is pretty darn good. Thanks for watching.